Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, local villages receive millions of dollars in state funding. Find out what it is for.
And Saturday in Oswego saw multiple Irish-themed celebrations. See and hear what happened.
But first, a popular Oswego restaurant is set to reopen. Find out when.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Josh Madison.
And I'm Rob Finger.
Popular Oswego restaurant Rudy's has announced that it is planning on reopening next Wednesday on March 18th. The lakeside establishment has been open since 1946 and is a staple of Oswego's culture. The restaurant has faced delayed openings in recent years due to an ongoing construction project, which has resulted in an expanded outdoor seating area.
The American-style restaurant features a variety of seafood and American cuisine options. Neighboring ice cream store Bev's has not announced an opening date yet, but typically opens sometime in April. Rudy's opens at 10:30 a.m. and closes around sunset and will stay open until October.
This past Saturday, people all over Oswego got in their best green outfits and marched during the St. Patrick's Day Parade. The third annual parade started at 1 p.m. and has become a staple in Oswego with a great atmosphere. In the parade was Mayor Rob Corradino, who said the event shows how strong our community is and the great weather helped everyone enjoy the special day.
Nearly 300 participants gathered outside the Press Box Pub in the pouring rain Saturday morning to participate in the 11th annual Irish Outrun Autism 5K. Several organizations and groups have gotten behind the event, including Novellus, the Beacon Hotel and Suites, as well as Oswego State's own men's soccer team. The money raised from the event will go to the Oswego County Autism Task Force, as well as scholarships for all 9 Oswego County school districts.
The 63rd Annual Juried Students Exhibition will take place tomorrow in the Tyler Art Gallery. The exhibition is run by the Art Exhibition Club, which is run entirely by students and showcases students' incredible artistic abilities. The exhibition celebrates the diverse creative voices of SUNY Oswego students and will be on display from tomorrow at 2 p.m. until April 3rd.
New York Sea Grant is looking for undergraduates to take part in their Community Engaged Fellowship Group. The New York Sea Grant is a nationwide program that provides unique opportunities to work with scientists, community groups, and government agencies. The application deadline offering hands-on experience in science communications and content creation is tomorrow, March 10th. The fellowships will be based out in Buffalo, the Bronx, and Stony Brook.
This weekend, the Oswego Fire Department is hosting their Port City Fire Council Conference in Hewitt Hall. Several notable people from around the Brotherhood of Fire will be speaking at the conference, including Nick Martin of Combat Ready Fire Training, Kurt Isaacson of Florida's County Fire Tactics, and Mark Vonapin of Fully Involved. Tickets are $150, and that includes admission to all 3 talks, lunch on day 1, as well as a complimentary coffee and refreshment station.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul announced last Friday that a few villages across New York will receive multi-million-dollar funding through the New York Forward program. The Village of Mexico will receive $4.5 million, Cazenovia will receive $10 million, and the Village of Marcellus will receive $4.5 million. In a press release, Hochul said, quote, "Our downtowns keep New York State alive, and we are making significant investments to transform them into vibrant communities."
ACE is a program here at Oswego which helps students pay for their expenses of college and gives students personalized support for their students within the program.
Here's Paul Kasperzak with more.
Thanks, guys. ACE is in their second year here at Oswego. The program is making big strides to take stress off students who qualify for the program.
Completion through engagement is just in its second year helping students pay for college here at Oswego. ACE Director Jordan Pritchard explains who is eligible for the program.
Students are eligible if they are New York State residents, if they are in one of our campus-based programs, and also students cannot be in any other opportunity programs such as EOP or TRIO.
ACE was first adopted by the CUNY system before the SUNY system adopted the program. Pritchard explained why it was important for SUNY to take on the program.
The CUNY system has had ASAP for many extremely successful there. It's helped increase retention and increase the number of students graduating. SUNY saw how successful it has been and they decided to replicate it.
ACE is a program Pritchard is proud to call one of the biggest in the SUNY system.
Our team works very, very hard to support our students and to recruit our students, and having the largest program so far is really a result and testament of that.
College can be expensive. Pritchard explains how ACE helps students who might need the extra support to afford the expense college brings.
ACE students get a few different financial benefits, including a $150 textbook stipend each semester. ACE students also get $275 a semester that gets put on their bill toward their tuition.
ACE is also designed to lessen the stresses the grind of college can bring.
Our hope is that that extra layer of holistic support is really helping students minimize any stress that they might feel, knowing that they have that go-to person.
Pritchard hopes to see the ACE program grow and become a better resource for Oswego students. For WTOP-10, I'm Paul Kasperzak.
Thanks, Paul. It feels like summer in Oswego right now. I got to spend some time down at the lake this afternoon with my friends.
Well, will the warm conditions continue, or will we revert back to the winter chill? Let's go to Storm Team 10 meteorologist Eric Drayton with more.
Thanks, guys, and I do have an answer for you, Rob, and I don't think it's an answer most folks at home will like. We do have some temperature records that were almost broken today, but we're just a few degrees shy of breaking that. And that rain is here to stay as we go further into the week and see that we do have some upcoming showers that will interrupt that sunshine that we had today, and possibly a thunderstorm accompanying Wednesday's rain, so we'll definitely take a look into that in the future cast. And yes, unfortunately, some more snow this weekend, and of course, I'll get into that in my full forecast, but for now, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Eric. Better get your tennis shoes out on this Sunday in the city of Phoenix, and JCB High School are hosting a 5K in Color Run. Families can choose to run either the 5K or the shorter Family Fun 1 mile run. The mile is $5 for one person and $10 for two, and the 5K is $15 for teens and $20 for adults. All proceeds will go to help the JCB High Student Council, and those interested can find out at the I Heart Oswego Facebook account.
The Oswego County Health Department has just announced their mobile food pantry dates for the upcoming month of April. The first is on Tuesday, April 7th at 4 p.m., located at A.A. Cole Elementary School in Constantia. The second comes on Tuesday, April 21st at 4 p.m., located at the Parish Fire Department. And the third comes on Friday, April 24th at 4 p.m., located at the Oswego Alliance Church here on Thompson Road.
New details have just emerged surrounding the man arrested with a rifle and 40 rounds of ammunition on Syracuse University campus on Saturday. The man, 22-year-old Matthew Healy Pereira, is a student at Cornell University and used buses to reach Syracuse. The gun he was carrying was a World War I 30-06 rifle in a case with the ammunition in his backpack, and was waiting for a bus to return to Ithaca when he was found and arrested. The gun was bought recently, though where and why is still unclear. He was charged with criminal possession of a weapon and on school grounds, and his bail is set at $50,000 cash.
The New York Department of Environmental Conservation is warning hikers in the Adirondacks about flooding trails. Warming temperatures have caused multiple trails to be closed within the mountain range just south of Lake Placid. With the Opalescent River overflowing, hikers looking to access various mountains such as Redfield and Cliff will need to wait until conditions improve.
The Department of Transportation is planning on cutting down 22 trees along Interstate 81 as part of a massive project rebuilding 81 in Syracuse. This project will cause minor closures along Interstate 81. The state is on deadline to cut them down by March 31st as to not disrupt endangered bat habitats. Bats hibernate over winter, so they are not in the trees currently, and officials say they will replant trees once contractors begin work on storm water lines.
Still ahead tonight, Ohio State University's president resigned. What led to the resignation?
Plus, more information on the explosives thrown in New York City over the weekend, right here on WTOP-10.
welcome back to the DK experience. Go back to your job.
Every NFL fan has prayed for the last 15 games. They beat.
Writing a letter to the NFL fans? Get out of here with that.
Let me finish. No,
finish.
Stop.
Johnny Manziel, that guy, he's a loser.
No, that's.
Oh.
Watch the DK experience.
Is there anything interesting happening in here? Joe, is there anything interesting happening in here?
Yes, there is some interesting stuff tonight. We're doing our weather outside.
Oh, okay.
Our quick weather.
Never mind.
Let's see how sorry it is.
Good evening and welcome back to WTOP. I'm your Storm Team 10 meteorologist Eric Drayton. Right now in Oswego it is 67 degrees and a dew point of 26, so definitely nothing falling from the sky definitely tonight. Humidity 21, crazy considering how hot it was. We actually just surpassed 70 earlier this afternoon. Pressure low at 998 and the wind moving southwest at 5 miles per hour. Tonight in Oswego it's going to be 41 degrees, mostly clear. That wind's going to definitely pick up a little as we begin to drop into those lower temperatures again. And tomorrow around the morning we'll have a chance of showers, which could definitely increase that chance of happening as we go into the afternoon, moving in at 5 to 9 miles per hour going north. Now, the almanac for these crazy temperatures we experienced today. Today we hit a high of 71 and the low was 38. Typically around this time, you'll see that the temperature is around 39 degrees and drops down to 26. The record right now is 75 hitting in 2000 and the record low is in 2007 going at 53. Now, taking a look at that 6 to 10 day temperature outlook considering such abnormal temperatures today, we'll see here on the west coast we definitely have those warmer temperatures, as here on the east coast we drop back down to those lower temperatures because I did see a couple cold fronts moving just north of us. They might come down, we'll see. Looking at the futurecast, this Tuesday morning we have some scattered showers to start off our day, and as we continue through the day we'll see that those showers kind of group up together, forming these bigger showers over here by Rochester, Buffalo. They'll make their way over here and those clouds will remain as Wednesday we get that thunderstorm I was telling you about. So it comes in, we'll have a little bit of ice, it'll move in, intensify a little, so that's where that rain will then transfer over to a thunderstorm. We'll keep an eye on that. It'll be 57 by the time that thunderstorm begins to clear out, moving into Wednesday night. Now taking a look at the extended day forecast, tomorrow and Tuesday we have those PM showers, and Wednesday of course that thunderstorm that I just mentioned. Thursday we'll have a chance of snow showers. That's right, snow, even though that temperature is high again. 39 on Friday, 34 Saturday, and 46 on Sunday, and going into Monday is going to be 34 degrees, so unfortunately yes, we will have those lower temperatures again. And of course, just real quick, happy early birthday to George Madison, who will be turning 21 tomorrow. So back to you at the desk and happy birthday.
Thanks, Eric.
2 men are facing charges of providing material support to a terrorist organization and using a weapon of mass destruction after a pair of homemade bombs were tossed during a protest near Zoran Mamdani's house. Ibrahim Kayomai and Emir Balat said that they were inspired by the Islamic State extremist group, according to a federal court complaint. Kayomai also shouted ISIS while being arrested, and Balat also told authorities that he had pledged allegiance to the Islamic State.
U.S. war in Iran has caused oil prices to reach a 3-year high at over $100 per barrel. The near total shutdown of the Strait of Hormuz and halt of oil production is why prices have skyrocketed. Gas prices in the U.S. are up 17% since the start of the war at nearly $3.50 and have no sign of dropping anytime soon. Lines at TSA checkpoints are stretching for hours amid a busy spring break travel season. Leigh Waldman has the latest.
Sure. How long has it been, guys?
3 hours probably.
Spring break travel nightmares at airports across the country.
Started deep inside the garage and it circles around 7 times before you even get to this part.
At the Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport, TSA is advising waits can extend up to 2 hours long. In Houston at the William Hobby Airport, TSA lines stretched more than 3 hours again today after similar wait times Sunday. Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport is also advising travelers to arrive early for flights Monday and give themselves extra time to make it through security.
We know what's going on, but I think it needs to be cleaned up.
The longer wait times are being blamed on the partial government shutdown of the Department of Homeland Security, which oversees the TSA. Funding for the department lapsed in mid-February amid a standoff between Republicans and Democrats over federal immigration reform. Now, TSA workers are set to miss their first full paycheck this week. In a statement, a DHS spokesperson said, quote, "These frontline heroes received only partial paychecks earlier this month and now face their first full missed paycheck, leading to financial hardship, absences, and crippling staffing shortages." I'm Lee Walton reporting.
Delays come as the DH looks for a new leader since President Donald Trump fired Secretary Kristi Noem.
2 men were injured after being pushed onto subway tracks in New York City on Sunday. Investigators say it happened on the southbound F and Q platforms at the Lexington Avenue station. The 2 people who were pushed were a 30-year-old and an 83-year-old Air Force veteran. The younger victim was taken to the hospital and is in stable condition, while the veteran is in critical condition with head injuries and multiple fractures.
Ohio State University's president resigned over the weekend. School officials say President Walter Carter Jr. stepped down after disclosing what the university is calling an inappropriate relationship with a woman who is seeking public resources for her personal business. Carter says he resigned voluntarily after informing the board of trustees of what he said was a mistake. University leaders accepted his resignation Sunday and say they are now investigating this situation.
Los Angeles police say a 35-year-old Florida woman has been arrested after allegedly opening fire at the home of singer Rihanna. Authorities identified the suspect as Ivana Lizette Ortiz, who was booked on suspicion of attempted murder after the shooting outside Beverly Hills. Police say Ortiz drove to the property and fired 4 rounds from an AR-15 style rifle at the front gate. Rihanna, A$AP Rocky, and their children were inside the home at the time, but were not injured.
Coming up after the break, our sports anchor Jacob Coleman has the scoop on all things Oswego and pro sports. Make sure to stick around after the break.
I saw bread, and I want some bread.
I feel like the amount of work that we get here is very different than a community college. So at my last school, we had at least an essay a week that was due for any given class.
Yeah. Also makes you really appealing because you start in the fall, where it's kind of like, well, still good sport.
If it's hockey,
In front, they score!
it's on Hockey Talk. Join Rob Finger and his panel of guests.
Their behavior against easy teams. How do you lose to the Bruins twice?
As they take you through the hockey world.
We welcome you with open arms.
Tune into Hockey Talk, Mondays at 9:30 after East Coast hockey games. Only on WTOP.
Oh, boy.
Come across.
Good evening and welcome to Jeopardy! I am your host, Joe.
Hello, Simon.
Joe is at this place. And I'm very concerned to see what Piper's answer is here. Sorry, it's a 98-page rule book.
You guys are stumped still?
Joe, I'm going to sound like a little snob here. It was not founded by Ray Kroc.
Hello everybody, welcome back to WTOP-10 TV. I'm your sports anchor Jacob Coleman, and I'll be giving you the breakdown on all things sports tonight. The Oswego State Lakers season came to an end in the SUNYAC Championship with a 4-0 loss to the Hobart Statesmen. WTOP-10's Parker Voorhees had more on a tough end to the Lakers season.
It was not the night the Lakers were looking for as they suffered a 4-0 loss in the SUNYAC Championship against the Hobart Statesmen on Saturday night. But head coach Ed Gosick said he was proud of his team's effort, even if a few costly mistakes made the difference.
The plays are the compete level, right? You just felt we deserved better, but you make your breaks and a couple of costly mistakes, and you make mistakes like we did. It cost you.
And one of those costly mistakes came in the third period when Jonathan Bala was unable to stop his momentum near the Oswego net, resulting in an unfortunate own goal.
On the third, obviously, score on ourselves, it's not a good thing.
Despite the loss, Gosick said he was proud of his senior class, calling them one of the most enjoyable groups he's coached, and said the emotion in the locker room after the game showed just how much this team cared.
What it means to our seniors, in the locker room afterwards, they competed every day in practice, they brought it, great attitude, just an enjoyable group to be around.
Gosick also believes the Lakers are closing the gap with Hobart, the 3-time defending champions, but says there's still a lot of work to do.
We're catching up, we close the gap, and there's a reason they have lost the short, and there's a reason the 3-time defending champs, and we have to sharpen our pencils and try to outwork them with the recruiting and preparation and get back next year.
There may be disappointment, but Gosick says there are plenty of positives to build on as the Lakers look ahead to next season. For now, though, the Lakers leave their sticks on the ice until next year. Parker Voorhees, WTOP-10 News.
For now, the Lakers will go back to the drawing board to see how they can take down the Hobart Statesmen next season. For our next story of the evening, we're looking at the Oswego baseball team, who was finally able to pick up their first wins this season. Over the weekend, the Lakers traveled west for a round-robin slate and kicked things off against the Clarkson Golden Knights. In Game 1, the Lakers would dominate with a final of 9-3. The Lakers would advance to play Hamilton University next and would come out on top 5-4. Oswego will be back in action this weekend in a doubleheader against Centenary. Moving on to our next story, the Oswego men's lacrosse team was also victorious this weekend. The Lakers hosted the Alfred Saxons on Saturday and would prove that they are the better team in an 11-9 final score. Entering halftime of the match, the Lakers dominated with a 6-3 lead, but the Saxons bounced back to close the gap to 1 with just 3 minutes left. The game became 10-9. In net for the Lakers, senior goalie Seamus Hand made 14 saves on the day and kept Alfred from tying the game to secure the victory. Oswego will be back in action at home Wednesday against Brockport. Moving on to some pro sports now, the MLB's World Baseball Classic is underway right now as Team Mexico is going against Team USA. The WBC is still currently under pool play rules until March 11th. And the top 2 teams from each pool will advance to the quarterfinals. After the quarterfinals, the semifinals and finals will be played in Miami on March 16th and 17th. Currently, the score of our Mexico versus U.S. game is 5-0 USA, just at the top of the 4th inning. And now we will take a look into the National Football League, who has seen some major changes over the last 24-hour period. Big names on the move include longtime Buccaneer Mike Evans, Green Bay Packer Rashawn Gary, and Colts wide receiver Michael Pittman. A bunch of players were released as well, including Dre Greenlaw, Elton Jenkins, and Tua Tagovailoa just before he was signed a few hours earlier. This year's free agency just began today at noon, and over 20 players have already found a new home. Free agency window is open until the official league year begins on March 11th. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for our highlight tonight, it's an absolute barn burner. Coming out of the face-off, Josh Doan and the Sabres would take the early lead 1-0 over the Lightning. But Buffalo's offense was just going here. A big hit, some beautiful passing, and an amazing slap shot from Jason Zucker off the assist on the far side. Skipping ahead now to a Tampa Bay power play. One-on-one down the boards along with the goalie now. Next is Alex Tuch, who rips a backhanded, shorthanded goal to put the Sabres up 3. 6 minutes later now, in the same period, the Lightning with the chance to tie it now. And miraculously, off the rebound, Moser is good. It's a 4-4 game in the second inning. Back on offense now, the last period of play, Lightning looking for the lead, and they got it off the one-timer on the far side. It's Nikita Kucherov, their team captain. Just 5 minutes left now, Buffalo down 1 with a pass all the way down the ice. It's Zucker rushing to the net on the breakaway, and it's a tie game. 7-7, unbelievable scenes here. And now 90 seconds later, Sabres back on a power play. Josh Doan with the snipe. That would win the game. The Sabres go up 8-7 with a total of 15 points combined in this one. In an NHL classic, the Sabres would beat the Lightning. I thank you guys for joining me here. Stay tuned for more after the break on WTOP-10 TV.
I'm scared of Joe with a bat. Okay?
Okay.
Let me show you because your team is a failure. You don't know how to score, right?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Just like that.
That's actually let me show you the Bronx Bomber way of doing it. Ready? Ready? I swear to God. Oh my God. Everyone? All right, put the bat down. All right, this number's like sorry, Joe. You're right. Sorry.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat most Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No.
Spin the wheel. But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
If only we had someone who could tell us what we should and shouldn't watch.
Well, do we have a show for you? Who are you?
What are you doing in my bed?
On Be Kind and Rewind, we will go through and review all your favorite movie franchises.
And tell you which ones you should and shouldn't watch from the perspective of normal movie fans. Well, be sure to check out Be Kind and Rewind on WTOP-10.
Welcome back to WTOP-10.
Today started the 54th running of the Iditarod sled dog race.
34 mushers departed from Willow Lake for a 975-mile journey to Nome.
The winner will receive $80,000 with special awards such as $1,500 in gold nuggets.
Well, that's our report for tonight.
Be sure to stay tuned for Laker Connections.
Thank you for watching.
And have a great night, everyone.